Hey, how's everyone doing tonight? So, guys, I'm just, it's like the end of the day for me. My name is Lana. This is Hero Oracle and Runes. Um, I've got some messages that have been coming through that are for certain people. Some energies coming in. We've got some portals opening up. I've got my Truth Oracle here, and my guide stepped in and said there are some messages that I need to get out there. So I got the fairy lights going because they told me to turn off the light. I've got my candle going off to the side. This is a special candle I did for psychic visions because they have told me I need to start focusing back into the future again. I'm getting all kinds of messages that seem to be pertinent to individuals. So I'm just going to dive into this. Oh, and here comes an angel. Into this deck. I've already shuffled and cut, so I'm just going to pull cards, tell y'all what's on the card. They've also had me pull the Higher Consciousness card from the Msgs Soulful Revolution deck, because they're talking about, they were saying something earlier. I mean, I'm in the middle of cooking dinner, and I'm getting this underground energy, and I'm like, what do you mean underground energy? So they're talking about energies that are going on behind the scenes that are starting to touch people's third eye, touch your crown chakra. And these messages are coming in, and my guide said, light your candle, and they told me what to do, so we're just going to do it, we're going to hop right in. So this may or may not resonate with you. There are certain people that are coming to the forefront over the next year or two, and they want you to have these messages now, however they relate to you or not. It could be you, somebody you know. We're just going to jump into it. So the first card I've got here, I've got to get my glasses on, I can't see in this dark. And I shuffled that first thing, hidden truth, secret, treasure, tip of the iceberg. I got this the other day, and I got it in a reading earlier today. There are energies underneath the surface that are going on that are, okay, so what they're showing me is a lot of people, it's like there are groups meeting, it's like your higher self is, becoming involved in something below the scenes that you're not feeling or seeing yet, and you're not going to feel or see it yet. But it's like, what they're showing me is they're showing me people evolving and ascending, ascended masters coming in, talking to a group of higher selves, where like when you're asleep, there's like a group of you getting together, and the ascended masters are teaching you. They're showing you maps, but they're energetic maps. They're not like maps per se, like of the United States or of a state or nothing like that. But they're showing you like an energetic map that you're supposed to follow. And it's like every time certain portals open up, you're going to follow or you're going to feel these energetic shifts that are going to lead you on some kind of path and then to the next energetic shift. I feel like also that some of you, just like me, are going to start noticing that you've got new gifts coming in, and we're all evolving. And they're just showing me that there's like this, like electricity. It's like a faint whiff of electricity coming in, or of an energetic shift that you are going to energetically follow. Does that make sense? But that's what they're showing me. Okay. The next one we've got here, it's all in divine timing. Wrong time, right time, wait. However this applies to you, it's either the right time for you, for some of you, others, they want you to wait. You're going to have to take this however it feels to you. This is very much on an individual to the core of your being and your higher self, okay? They're also showing me people, your chakras being cleared as you're ascending. Anything from the past relationships, past jobs. Some of you even will be moving on from your families, because your mission is becoming so big that you're being pulled towards it, okay? And you're sensing this because your higher self has been going on the dream state, the astral state, in a higher conscious mind group setting and getting messages from ascended masters, okay? Guys, this is really big. It's not going to apply to all of you. And the more people that, like some of you, okay, some of you are going to have dreams that when you tell to other people, like your friend that knows that you're not crazy, but everybody else thinks you're crazy, and you're going to energetically know this energy, and it may take you a while to unravel it, but they're telling you it's like the synapses of your brain get rewired, or your energies in your brain get rewired, and you start like, I don't want to say it like this, but sniffing out the trail, so to speak. And some of you may find yourself moving a lot. Some of you may find yourselves going to somewhere where it seems like there's nothing there. And you're there for like a couple of months. And all of a sudden a bunch of things happen that you were very much involved in. Okay, that totally changes your perspective, turns you around 380 degrees, or is it 390, 360, whatever the main thing, and then sends you on to another path. But you're meant to light up that area. It's like that 1 foot in, 1 foot out energy I used to get. And this is all in divine timing because the guides are coming in. And then we have talent, born with, features, personality. Some of you who don't see yourselves as leaders are going to start realizing that in some of you in a real quiet way, you're going to be stepping up and leading in a way you never have before. To different situations, different places that you never thought you would go. And as you go, you're going to realize when you look back 2 years ago, you're going to look at where you're at presently or in the future and go, wow, I never would have thought that would have happened to me. And you're just going to be following this energetic trail that your guides are telling you to follow. Okay? And then we've got clown, performance, camouflage, laugh at, revenge. So this is feeling like some of you may actually feel like some people are not going to believe you and you're going to keep it to yourself. You're going to go, man, they're going to think I'm stupid. They're going to think I'm ridiculous. Some of you may even put on some kind of a different persona because you know what your mission is, but you're not telling nobody. Okay? And you get real quiet with it because the kind of people that you hang around are more logically minded for some of you, and you don't want them to laugh at you. Some of you may leave relationships where some people actually think, well, I'm going to get you back for that because you left me holding the bag. Okay? I don't know who that's for, but in whatever way that comes about, you are being guided to go forward. I mean, we're talking about cutting ties, suddenly getting, like all of a sudden, you get some kind of a windfall of money and you just know there's like, you start hearing a certain place in your mind. Or you suddenly start seeing the name of a city that you've never been to, and all of a sudden you go, well, I want to go there. You go there, and then something happens, and it totally changes your whole perspective on everything. You see something, you get involved with different people. I'm also hearing something about the little theater. So some of you might come across some kind of a little theater. Little theaters are where people in a city do different storylines, or they do, but that's a message for somebody. One of you might even be in the little theater and you all of a sudden start traveling, and that's how you energetically get to the different place you're supposed to be. And when you get there, you go, okay, this feels like I'm supposed to do something here. And so even though you're working a troupe, kind of a dance troupe or an acting troupe, for some of you, and when you get to these different places, you're going to meet different people, and you're going to learn a whole lot. You're going to, in some sort of way, make a difference. Take that however that comes in for you guys. Some of you, this is going to be a whole leap of faith. Okay? It's going to be a whole leap of faith. I'm seeing 4, 5, 6 on these dice. So 6 days, 6 months, 6 weeks. Okay? And some of you might also be taking some kind of a leap of faith that you didn't think you were going to take. Okay, so when I pulled this card just now, you know those pantomimes you see in the bigger cities that to try to bring some happiness to someone's day, they put on a fake face and they're dancing around? So that's a sign for somebody. Look for the pantomime they're saying. I don't know what that means. I'm just the messenger. Look for the pantomime they're saying on the street. That's what I just heard. Okay? Message. Communication records, call records, instant messaging. Some kind of communication record that somebody's going to come across is going to bring some kind of information to them. Maybe you always write out your journals, and or maybe somebody passes away and leaves you all their journals of things they've wrote out over time, and you find some messages in it, and you feel like they were meant for you. Or the person that was writing the journal says in the journal, I keep thinking about my niece so-and-so or my nephew so-and-so, and I feel this and this for them, but I know if I told them at this point in time, they would think I'm crazy. You get those journals in their either you inherit their house, you inherit their I don't want to say their baggage, but that's what they're showing me. Like their trunks, all their stuff. And you find these journals and find you're in the journals. And you suddenly start seeing a roadmap of where you're meant to go that somebody else saw in their past. This feels like an older aunt, okay, that I'm picking up on. And she wrote out the path for you because she was some kind of psychic that she didn't tell no one about. They're saying yes. And you pick up, and that's where your future takes you to. Wow. That is like, wow. Okay, we're going to just keep going with that, guys. Rose, short, thorn, forgotten love. Some of you may come across somebody that you knew in your childhood in a city you don't expect to see them. Okay, so they're showing when I lived in Florida. This is a message for someone. This is part of my storytelling of how I see things sometimes. I lived in a state one time. I lived in Tampa, Florida, and I was working as a security guard, and I ran into a fifth removed cousin of mine. Okay, he had my maiden name, which is how I was like, oh, there's not very many of us. Trust me, folks. Well, there's more in Louisiana, but at the time, I didn't know there was that many of them. And he, and I got to talking, and he's actually a famous, I'm not going to give out no names, but he's actually a famous pianist in another city, in another state, and he was at one time with a symphony, and they were traveling. Okay, and that's how I met him. That's going to come true for somebody else too. You're going to meet a relative or somebody, someone that something in your family line that someone that's been forgotten. Okay, take that however that. These are all like individual messages, guys. Forgotten person. Okay, again, somebody's going to maybe run into an old friend. Okay, so these seem to be going together here. These three. You're going to, maybe somebody you've forgotten about. You run into unexpectedly somewhere, and they say something. They're showing me the Celadine card. So they unexpectedly, you run into someone, and they tell you something, and you go, oh, that's my hint. That's the next place I need to go. Okay, and you actually go off and start following that energetic path. Okay, it's going to feel like a miracle. It's going to feel like a miracle to you because it sets you on, if your path wasn't quite, if there were some blocks and roadblocks along your way, this opens up your path to you. This is like a whole new portal you step through. Okay? That's a message for someone. All right. What's the next one? Change. Transformation, newborn evolution. This is on your path of evolution. Butterflies are a sign. If you see butterflies are transformation. I know spring's coming up, and we will see moths, butterflies, dragonflies again. And those are meant to be messengers for you. Unspoken positively, eternal regret. Somebody's ancestor or parent that's passed away, they want you to know that they're sorry. Something they said, something they did, something that affects your self-worth and how you see yourself. So now somebody's ancestor is stepping through. They want you to know that they're sorry. So if you've had somebody pass away in the past year that you really love, but y'all didn't communicate very well, they want you to know from the other side they're sorry. Silence. Keep silent, coercion, hint. Again, this is for somebody else that you're starting to see the signs. They don't want you to tell no one. Some of the ideas that you're getting, they don't want you to tell anyone yet. Repair, cure, understanding, concession, reconcile. Somebody needs to reconcile with some kind of a wound that you have in your heart. They're saying that it's time for you to look at it, examine it, and let it go because it's no longer applied to the person you are right now. You just need to let it go. Reconcile with yourself. I know there's two people on there, but they're saying with yourself. Wisdom, depth, sensuality, joy, apple. Forgive yourself for something you've done that is always in the back of your mind. You have the wisdom to know better now. Something that happened when you were a child. Let it go. Deep thinking. Remember, solve puzzles, code word. For somebody, there's a puzzle right in front of you, and you know the answer to it. And within the next 3 days, they're saying your intuition is going to speak to you, or you're going to see some kind of a sign, And you're going to unlock that puzzle. Divine intervention, serendipity, catalyst, karma. Someone's going to have something happen where the divine's going to step in. One of your angels is going to step in. And it's a catalyst to your path going down a little bit of a different road. It's like you've been chewing on an idea for a while. Okay? And you're real close. All right? The next one, key. Key people, core of the problem, pass. For some of you, the core of a problem that's been weighing on your shoulders, they're saying it's no longer important. Okay? For others of you, they're saying there's like one or two more key people that need to come in, and they're on their way to you to solve some kind of a problem or to get some kind of an idea up off the ground. Okay? Empty room. No people. The end. Opportunity. For some of you, you have cut some ties, and it feels like you don't have no one around you anymore, but they're wanting you to see it as an opportunity because now you're free to move forward, to take the next step. Okay? You're no longer being held back by any ties, by people, places. Maybe you're getting ready to step out of a job and move to another place, and you're kind of feeling kind of lonely. They're just wanting you to know it's meant to happen this way because you will have new people. You're making space. New people will come in, new ideas, a new place, maybe even a new pet, I'm hearing, a new job, and you're going to realize the new is way better than the old. Commitment, oath, agreement, pledge, promise. Somebody who made a promise that's overseas, you made an oath or a promise, they want you to know you're going to be able to keep that. Somebody that's overseas that has somebody here in the States, you promised maybe your daughter, your sister, your family, you promised somebody that you were either going to do something, you were going to come back, and you're going to be able to keep that promise. Pause, journey, new beginning, rest. Somebody's in between worlds. You're taking a rest right now and gathering your strength. Your internal compass has been cleansed of any kind of negativity or any kind of doubt. And you're in the resting stage and you're getting ready to start a new journey or a new leg of your journey. Single, isolation, independent, alone. For some of you that have been alone, you're not going to be alone much longer. You've got a partner coming in or a friend coming in that's going to help you. I'm seeing somebody with two little brown dogs. You're going to meet them in the park or something like that. And you're going to find you have a lot of ideas, and you're going to go either start some kind of a club together or a business together or some kind of idea that y'all are going to both have. And this is going to be like totally out of the blue. Finances, money problems, work, success, fortune. For those of you that have been needing more cash flow, there's an opportunity coming up, and they're saying you need to take it. Free, lead, intuition, or initiation. Someone is stepping up to become a leader, and it's in black and white. You just know this is you. Okay, you're on your freedom horse, and you are putting on I'm hearing you're putting on your big girl pants or your big boy pants, and you're stepping into the role of leader. Somebody who's got their own set of runes. So they're reminding me of a situation where somebody hears their company is changing up, and they know they have the qualifications. It's maybe a very small company, and you have your runes. You go into the bathroom, you pull your runes out, and realize that you have what it takes to be the next leader, and you step up to the forefront, even though your knees are shaking. They literally show me somebody's knees shaking. Wish, expect, desire. Somebody's got some hopes and fears around an idea that they have. They want you to know that if you keep focusing on this desire, your wish is going to come true. Coexist, reverse, the other side, shadow. Somebody's facing their shadow self and working on going back and apologizing where you realize you were also wrong in a situation. You're addressing your shadow self. You're doing a lot of healing on that. And your guides are saying that you're almost to the end of it. Okay? And you're releasing a lot of karma. A lot of, even some things that you've brought into yourself that weren't yours to carry. You're starting to release those because you've been working with your shadow self and you're healing something on the internal. Okay? They told me to pull the... they never let me get through that deck, guys, for some reason. It's like those are the most important cards. So, we've got solar and eclipses and all kind of planetary things going on. So, I'm going to pull a couple of the portal cards to see what kind of energy shifts or energetic gateways might be opening up. That will also bring some energetic shifts. Star being healing codes. Important information. Wounds are healed, recharging. They're saying this is a confirmation for someone. It goes along with these last few cards talking about having doing some major healing. Some of you are wounded healers that have healed some internal wounds and some energetic wounds that were in your aura. Cracks in your aura are being healed as you heal the internal. Your chakras are getting scrubbed clean, and you are stepping up in some sort of energetic way. That is the very beginnings, though you're not feeling it yet, into you becoming the leader that you're meant to be in the future. Underneath, okay. The angels are with you. Some of you are going to start noticing more angels coming in. With me, guys, I see them in my third eye. I'll literally see one flying towards me. So some of you are going to start seeing this as well. As you start shifting and changing and evolving and ascending energetically. Some of you are going to start hearing angels a lot more than you used to. Or see them in your mind's eye when they come around you to give you a message. Okay? I went through that 2 years ago. Where I literally was... I'd be sitting there, and in my mind's eye, I would see them talking about me. Okay? And they let me in there to see, because they wanted me to realize, you are getting messages from us. So, that's a message for someone, okay? Akashic Stargate. Aligned with purpose. Crossroads. No wrong path. So no matter which doorway you pick, okay, or no matter which way your path goes, even if you think you're making a wrong turn, there's a reason for it, okay? So they just want you to know that all roads are leading to home. No matter, there's no wrong choices, okay? Underneath again. Anunnaki light codes. Energetic shift, new information, end of a cycle. More information coming in. Okay? You are getting these messages. Serious star blessing. Yes, proceed, be seen, push through. That's been a message that's been coming through, I think I've noticed on several different readers of pushing through, and because it's like, it feels like there's like just a little bit of like this tunnel of energy that's around us, that people that are meant to step forward into the future are having to push through that, okay, on an energetic way. So don't let any doubts stop you. Don't let any naysayers step up and tell you you're not right in what you're feeling. Push through that, okay, because you're meant to go into the future. This is the healing water. No, just two. Okay. Healer, seer. I know this card says, but priestess, soul purpose. A lot of you are stepping into the divine purpose of your soul. This is a confirmation for anyone that this reading resonated in any sort of way. Okay? Some of you might start seeing some little rainbows. I see little rainbows in the sky all the time. They're always confirmation for me of some kind of energetic shift or message, or just however it comes in. It's a sign. It's a sign that I get from the universe. Others of you are also going to start seeing some of these little rainbows, and they're going to start energetically speaking to you. Okay? Replenishment, self-care, give from a place of plenty. A lot of you are becoming wounded healers who are going to become healers that are no longer wounded. Okay? That seems to be a very strong message I'm getting this evening. A lot of you will be healers, but no longer wounded healers. Does that make sense? And then we've got the last one is the waterfall. Inner power and bridal confidence, claiming your place. A lot of healers are going to be going forward and teaching different, becoming spiritual leaders of the future, becoming elders, shamans. I did a reading earlier today that was talking about the white buffalo. And this is all because we're starting to ascend and go into a new type of I keep hearing healing modality, but that doesn't feel quite right. So it's some type of where your healing abilities are to the forefront, and that's what the path is, but it's going to come about in a lot of different ways depending on you and where your path is taking you on this new energetic shift that I feel like is like, I keep hearing underground, but again, like I said, guys, it's coming in, okay? And it's like it's lighting up the synapses of your brain. That's what they keep showing me. All right? So, guys, I'm going to leave it right there. I hope this resonated for some of you. If it didn't, come back and look at it in 6 months and see if any of it has come through for you. All right, guys? Be a light in the darkness. Got my little candle right here. Guys, until next time, Lighthouse.